I'm John Cook. My friends call me Johnny. I just stopped by the local Home Depot store and picked up a special order. These are sheets of birch, quarter-inch birch plywood. They're 1 foot by like 19.5 inches. There's 10 of them in a box. They're flat, they're not warped. This is a laser cutter's dream. I can't wait to go back and start building some boxes. Anyway, thanks. See you down the road. Testing required. What if I told you that you could make perfect laser cuts on quarter-inch birch plywood? No more embarrassing burnt wood, no more wasted time. I learned the importance of a test cut file that matches the project. This project is super easy thanks to the laser cutting and the laser test files. Proof is in the making. You can see just how sharp the laser cuts are. There's a big difference in the end quality. Enough testing. I apply 1 coat of polyurethane to the outside of each part. This keeps the wood clean and it makes the cleanup later really easy, the glue cleanup. I like to lay the cut project parts out as they're going to be assembled later. I put the coated side down. I get out my wife's mink paintbrush, get the glue ready to go. And look at that glue pot I made. I made that from a previous bottle cutting project. Notice that I've covered the work area with that same brown masking paper. It keeps the area nice, it makes a nice backdrop, it's easy to clean up, and I can write notes on it. Start by putting a little bit of glue on the inside faces only. Move right along, the glue starts to get sticky, and we're going to be assembling pretty soon. You know, I was just noticing, there's about 60 different finger joints on this project. All the cuts are absolutely perfect. I always say, it's hard to hide from the camera. The assembly is really easy. The parts fit together really great. The only problem is keeping the box square while it dries. Problem solved. Johnny's gluing fixture for squareness comes to the rescue. Place the gluing fixture over the assembled box. Notice how wobbly the box is? That's what the gluing fixture is for. Watch how easy this is. You place the gluing fixture over your assembled box and you use window shims, they're tapered, and you crowd the box into the upper right-hand corner. It takes a little fiddling around. You got to put a couple of shims in. Those shims are tapered. They're available at any home store, Ace Hardware, Home Depot, anywhere like that. But you see the value. You can see the shims are actually crowding the box into that upper right-hand corner, and it's keeping the box absolutely square while it dries. You still have to make sure that the box stays down tight against the table. But this is really, really an easy thing to do. And let's face it, it's a solution. You still have to stop and inspect the box and make sure everything is sitting where it was intended. Then you know you got a square box, you got it down, and if there's any glue hiding out in the corners, you can reach down in there and you can wipe it up. The glue fixture takes 1 piece of plywood, 12 by 19, and the files are included with the final project download. This is something that you really need to stop and make. Time to install the top. It doesn't take a lot of glue, but what's really nice is you get ready to put the top on, you know the box is square. So all you have to really do is lay the top on top and then sort of push it around with your fingertips to make sure that it's where you want it. It only takes a couple of minutes before the glue starts to get pretty sticky. So you make sure that it's right where you want it, and so when you flip it over, you can start working on glue cleanup. Take a good look. Make sure you've got the top exactly where you want it. Flip the box over and wipe off the excess glue. Sometimes the top still moves a little bit. It's only sticky. So you get an opportunity to push it around, and then your final cleanup is a lot easier. Here you get a chance to go inside the box too, and you can eliminate any glue that's on the inside. You want the inside of the box to look nice. You don't always line these boxes, but you don't want the inside to be a gluey mess. But when we put the bottom on, you're going to see we don't have time to go inside. There's no way to go inside and clean the glue. So now we're going to have to be really careful and be neat with putting the glue on for the bottom. Now's a good time to talk about the plywood. This stuff is really good. I call it veneer plywood. I don't know about the veneer, but I got to tell you, it's a top quality. I bought other 1/4-inch plywoods that look pretty good, and they don't function the same. You get burning, you get bad cuts. This stuff is really great from Home Depot. Anyway, let's get on with the show. Final cleanup. I think I didn't realize until right now just how nice this box is. You can tell because you're going around and there isn't much cleanup. Everything fits really good together. It's been a really easy project. The engraving, the Lollipop engraving is really great. I haven't talked enough about that. It's really clean. It's really easy. All I can say is nice box, buddy. Now it's time to put some tape on it. We got to put the tape, we got to determine where that seam line is going to be. So we play around with the hardware a little bit, and it's about 3/4 of an inch down. But put your tape on there, mark the tape line so that you don't get confused when you get out there by the saw and the noise starts. You want to make sure you get a good clean cut. The tape assures you of that. When you're all done, it's time to put on the hardware. This box is so nice, I hate to even get it near the table saw, but I'm going to be really careful. It makes noise. When you saw cut to separate the box, be sure between each cut that you re-tape it so that the box continues to be under control. These are all the important little parts that I've used to make the box. Blue tape is really important. I use a little Phillips screwdriver to put the hardware on. You can see I've got blue tape on the hinges. They're all taped. They're marked. I use the felt tip marker to spot out the screw holes. They're ready to tape onto the box. All I have to do is get them taped into position and drill the screw holes. I use an X-Acto knife a lot. I use the mink paintbrush. I keep that little tape measure in my pocket all the time. And I can't tell you how important this Titebond glue is. I use a lot of the Titebond glue. I think it's really great. And then in the upper right-hand corner, you can see I applied little pieces of wood to make a press fit in the box. And if you want to do that, just take a good look. It's easy to cut the pieces and glue them in instead of the hardware. This is my first project using the laser cutter. And I got to tell you, it's really been a lot of fun. There's been a lot of learning, but I'm really pleased with how the box come out. And I want to thank everyone for watching. Please like, please subscribe. Thank you very much.